I'm sorry, Rahesh Bhayani. I'm sorry, that's a bit of a touchy subject. Ever since I found out he's been using my medical degree to procure an alarmingly large amount of methamphetamine for one person with no medical indication whatsoever, that's around when our relationship started to get a little rocky. My medical license was suspended. But yeah, feel free to ask me any pertinent questions. I hear he's in rehab now, which is great. I have no comments on the fact that he escaped rehab, which is entirely speculation. Yeah. I'm sorry, is his ass real? Doctor-patient confidentiality. I couldn't possibly say that, or it would be entirely unethical. Oh, you continue. Sorry.
So I guess the news is finally out, Isha.
It is, huh? Oh my god, Avni.
I can't believe that you have somehow managed to become the first man of the United States. Even though we never believed in you, supported you, or ever thought that you could get
And
there.
with good reason.
But you finally done what we didn't expect. I guess dreams do come true.
They do come true for you, Ra, but I guess you've worked your way up in not the best way possible. But I guess it's the best way for you because you've sold yourself, you've sold your body, and
That was
that's
always
how-
expected.
Yeah, and that's how you made some quick cash and got into the right circles. But I guess it's finally out. There's nothing we can do about it.
And I still remember the first day in IB when we were sitting in math class. And the first thing that he ever told me was that Avni, one day I'm gonna sell my body and become a prostitute. I don't want to study. Math is not for me. Well.
Yeah, the education, the
Not worth it.
corporate life is really not for you, and you proved that.
Yup.
And literally all your Snapchats, your entire social media presence revolved around
The feed.
the feed surrounded you selling yourself. So here we are. I'm not surprised, but Ra, we still love you.
For your crazy, stupid, out there, idiotic character.
Yeah, and for who you truly are. So,
Embracing yourself. I'm really proud that this is out there.
so happy birthday, I love you.
Happy birthday.
Hi, nice to meet you. Yeah. So I just go ahead and read the statement. Okay, got it. My name is Arnav Dasgupta, and I have known Rahesh Bhayani for 20 years. In those 20 years, there has been a history of violation and a history of cross boundaries. I have seen a side of this man that the world hasn't seen when he shot to fame a couple of years ago. And in this time, I have kept my silence. But now, I finally feel brave enough to break it and tell the world the truth. A truth that many people might be shocked to hear, but one that I believe they need to hear anyway. And that truth can be summed up in one simple phrase. #MeToo. What? Insider trading. No, I haven't. I thought this was about the... Oh, okay.
Rahesh was a massive slut even when I knew him 20 years ago. So I'm not surprised about his sex scandal. Even when we were kids, he used to send his nudes to me, and I don't know why, but yeah, none of this is shocking.
Wow, I am absolutely shocked to hear the news that my friend Rahesh Bhayani has been named as one of Bollywood's top drug dealers. However, this isn't that surprising because the last time he was at my house, he tried to sell my mother ecstasy and teach her something called sneaking. So, all the best, Rahesh.
Rahesh, sweetie, I heard what happened to you at the Paris Fashion Week. Your boner kinda tore through your pant, but I mean it's fine. Like people have nip slips all the time, so it's just let the news pass and stay low for a while. Good luck.
If I had to use a word to describe Rahesh Bhayani, I think the word would be resolved. He's currently under investigation for allegedly shoving Anna Wintour into oncoming traffic, but wouldn't be the first time he's thrown someone under the bus. We were in college together and we got caught smoking a snake which was his invention, so he said. And he pinned the whole thing on me. He said they were my drugs. He said that it was my idea to smoke it in public. And yeah, do I think he did it? Absolutely. Do I think we can fault him for it? Not at all. That's just who he is.
That bitch deserved to be decked. I mean, what Rahesh has done to Arnav is completely, I think, within his rights, to be honest. And I think Arnav had it coming for a long time. He thinks that he could just prance about doing whatever, his academic work. You know how these academic types are, yeah? Fucking professor or whatever, Christianity or something. But yeah, Rahesh, Arnav and I were quite close in college. And I think I was close to them because I enjoyed their friendship, but Rahesh, on the other hand, was close to people like us, pure trash, because he enjoyed the content. I remember this one time, we were all sitting in a room smoking, whatever, and Rahesh just looked at Arnav and said, "Bhai, tu hai kaun?" And the way he said it, I knew something was wrong entirely. And for this to happen like 20 years later, I mean, I was the first person to call it, but I think Nobby deserved to be wrecked on national television. And the way Rahesh said the exact same words almost 20 years later, spine mein chills aa gayi, bro.
Hi Rahesh, happy birthday. I heard that you were a supplier of alcohol and drugs to teenagers. Not surprised as you did that to me as well. But you did time a couple of years in prison and you're finally free. So I just wanted to say happy birthday, still my friend. Even though you're such a bad influence on everyone, I'm so happy to be able to talk to you again since you're out of prison. And I just wanted to wish you a very, very, very happy birthday and see you soon.
I remember like it was yesterday. Rahesh came to Nepal and they called me to the airport because he was carrying too much makhana. And they just wouldn't let him in, but he just slapped a bunch of security guards and he walked right past and he says, "Snitches get stitches." Good times, man. Did you know he was the first person in Nepal to play Nicki Minaj on Mount Everest base camp? He made a career selling pirated Nicki Minaj CDs. He made so much black money and he just kept it all in a stash. Whenever people would ask him, what the hell is that money? He said, when you see them stacks, they racked up like my ass. We're poor now. You have to get him.
So this is the 5th video I've had to make like this in the past 2 years. So the novelty has completely worn off. Like, I'm not even a little bit surprised. But in a related incident, when we were in college, and like, I want to say like right into college, so I would have been maybe 19 and Rahesh was 18, we got kicked off of the shuttle. And this actually happens to about nobody ever, but we managed to do it because Rahesh has never been on time for like anything really, but especially not for the shuttle. And so we got kicked off, and God forbid I'm ever late when I have to bail him out in the past 45 times that he's been to jail. But anyway, that's besides the point. So because this man has never been on time for anything in his life, it makes complete and total sense that he has missed his own wedding and also swindled the groom of house and home. And I really do not have much to say. Nothing about this is surprising. I am a little surprised he missed his own wedding. I know he always wanted to have like a big one, and he did not invite me to this one, but I just assumed it was because there would be more to come, and I think I'm right. But anyway, yeah, I hope wherever he is, because I've heard that he's missing, he's fine. But really nothing about this is surprising. If he shows up to my place, of course I can call you, but you would have to pay me like a certain amount, I think.
Namaskar. So you guys want to know what kind of person Rahesh was when he was younger? I'd say he was exactly the same. Like, this is exactly the kind of person he was. We should have all seen it coming. Like, this scandal reeks of Rahesh. Did you guys know that he was the one that got me into drugs to begin with? I remember we were at a party and he was just like, "Oshaka, do one line, come on, do just one line, man up, it's fine, you'll be fine." And that was it. That led to my demise, as some would say. And I remember what a farce what a publicity event he'd made out of taking me to rehab, of being my savior. And I remember how fake it was. Like, I was there, I was going through my withdrawal symptoms, and he was like, Oshaka, sit up straight, we need this photo op, like, look a little sad, look a little depressed, we need this. Yeah, so I think it goes to show. And it's like, of course, his beauty line company, what is it called, Puff and Depuff, I think. Yeah, he was obsessed with depuffing his eyes. Yeah, of course, it's being sued for like permanently paralyzing people. Like, I think he must have put all those sulfates and all in there himself. Like, that's completely typical of him, of sabotaging his own company for the fame, for the publicity. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. If anything, I think I'm like relieved that is happening at some point. Like, it's about time that he kind of be exposed for the kind of person he is. Yeah, that's what I want to say anyway.
Wait, he's asked me to roll a joint for him now, so I have to do that. What do I say about him? Matlab, we started off two peas in the same pod, okay? We both started our careers together. I gave him a lot of good publicity in the start, okay? I would say I was responsible for like the first 3 years of his fame, his show also, all of his podcasts, all of his interviews and stuff. I only got, okay? Now after that, it was not in my destiny. I didn't get as famous. He took off and he forgot. He forgot about me, forgot about everything. Then one day, he was just walking past and I was homeless at that time. I didn't even look like myself. So I just reached out to him and I was like, hey, it's me. And he looked at me and he threw his cold coffee on my face because he was like, who the fuck are you? And he yelled. He yelled at me. He yelled. Anyway, after that I followed him home. And for the next 2-3 years, I had moved into his attic without him knowing, okay? Because he used to be, hazed all the time. He was having fun. So he never even came to his attic. And then he found out that I was there. And very graciously, he let me stay also. But those 2 years I used very well, huh? Who do you think got all this info out about Puff and Depuff? Me only.
I heard from a friend's friend that Rahesh was arrested because he was caught trying to like flash his dick at a celebrity to bag him. And my bets are on Ranveer Singh.
Okay, so this is 10-15 years from now, and Rahesh was over at my house the other day, and it was because he was super stressed and he needed a place to hide because a sex tape of his had gotten leaked online. And it was with a certain someone who cannot be named, like most of the people in and around Ashoka that he's done but cannot be named or he doesn't admit to. So yeah, and he was super stressed. He was behaving like, the usual when he's just about to receive his exam answer sheet after his exam. So yeah, he was behaving like that. He was holding my hand and he's just like, I'm super stressed and like I can't breathe. And he was like, really nervous and he was like pulling his hair out, the usual. So it was that, but I was super worried for him because, it was something that had gotten leaked and everything. But then later I found out that it was, the scandal was actually not that, and the news headlines that made the that has led to the scandal was basically the fact that on a reality TV show, Rahesh had bit slapped a celebrity TV actress on public television, and it was because she had pissed him off, and it was because she accused him of sleeping with someone and seducing someone to get into that TV show, whereas the actual reason of how he got in was that same sex tape. But yeah, he got pissed off and he bit slapped her on live television. And it's totally believable because Rahesh's idea of fun and revenge involves a lot of violence, usually throwing people into a bush or drowning them in a pool. So yeah, totally believable, totally saw it. Coming. When I read the headlines, I didn't even have to turn the page to know that it was Rahesh. So yeah, happy birthday, Ra. I hope you have a wild one.
Rahesh Bhayani, isn't he the one who set up his own exhibition which preserves all of his own belongings? I think it has like framed photos of like all his selfies, some of his nudes apparently, his perfumes, this insane collection of perfumes that he used to be so proud of when we were in college. And He's just set up this exhibition for himself. Who does that? Someone else is supposed to do that for you. I remember once in college we were talking and he was like, oh, just imagine if I was born into this billionaire family and I had all these riches, I'd just be a walking piece of art. And I feel like he's just trying to make that for himself. He's done that for himself. Nobody thinks he's a walking piece of art but himself. So this is very on-brand Rahesh. But on another note, I heard that he's beat up his drug dealer. I knew he was a drug addict. Like in college, I very much knew that he was gonna get there. But this violence streak also, very honestly, I've experienced it. There's this one time that we went to a swimming pool and he literally drowned me over there. He drowned me and I got so mad at him after that, and later he was just like, stop complaining, Pooja. Like it was all my fault and I was overreacting. And then there was this other time when he dragged me on the floor from one classroom to another in college. And I was just like, bro, we've got issues. And it seems like he does have issues because now he's got issues. And it seems like he does have issues because now he's beating up his drug dealer, because I suppose he's not able to manage without his drugs, which is very scary. But I have to say that as Rahesh's former friend, I'm not shocked at all.
I'm scared. I'm very scared. पुलिस मेरे पीछे पड़ी हुई है. Why? Because राहेश ने अपना आधा माल मेरी गंजी में छुपा के रखा है. राहेश, 2 साल पहले जब मुझे बिग बॉस से कॉल आया था तो मैंने उनसे कह दिया, देखो ये शो मेरी औकात से नीचे है, पर मुझे एक बंदा पता है जो इस शो की औकात से नीचे है, राहेश. दे साइंड हिम अप. और बिग बॉस की हिस्ट्री में राहेश वो पहला ऐसा होमोसेक्सुअल था जिसने अपनी ऐस के दम पर नाम कमाया. अपनी, लिटरली, फ्लैश करके. बस फिर वो भूल गया कि समटाइम्स बैड पब्लिसिटी इज बैड पब्लिसिटी. प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस बुला के अपना ड्रग्स का बिजनेस उसने खुद ही रिवील कर दिया. बैड मूव. बट डोंट वरी राहेश, डोंट वरी. तुम्हारा खजाना मेरे पास महफूज है, और अगर पुलिस मुझे पकड़ लेती है तो मुझे पता है मुझे तुम्हारा नहीं सिर्फ एक ही शख्स का नाम लेना है.
We all knew since we were very young that someday Rahesh would have a sugar daddy. But I guess none of us expected for him to go around and, commit to such huge expenses, and then his sugar daddy to just leave him like that.
Yeah, I did get a chance to watch it myself, and I couldn't believe it. I woke up that morning, I look at my phone, and it's just Rahesh Bhayani's leaked sex tape everywhere. It was impressive. It was very well shot. He always was creative like that. But, it didn't surprise me. I still remember one conversation that he had with me in school. He comes to me and he says, one day Emma Watson will be mine. And she was at the prime of her career. It seemed so far-fetched. But I guess both he and that day have come. So congratulations, Rahesh. I'm proud of you.
Rahesh Bhayani. It's actually been ages since I've spoken to him. We used to be really close during uni days. The way I would describe him during those days would be that he was a socialist. Like, somebody who's like really social, likes to party, likes to have friends around. Yeah, that was him. After college got over, he literally just disappeared. So I thought he's trying his luck in Bollywood or wants to become a playback singer. Like, that's what he used to do in college anyways. But then one day I just see him on Big Boss and I was shocked. Like, we used to watch Big Boss together and now he's on it. And then because of his socialist personality, like, he just won over people's hearts and he won Big Boss. And overnight he became a household name. But right, like anything good doesn't last forever. I guess the money, the prize money and the fame and being Salman Khan's right hand man now, like, really attracted the wrong kind of people.
I read in Bombay Times that he started dating Mr. India 2025. But then at first it looked like it was a whirlwind romance, but he just swindled him, went away with all his money. And now, given his larger-than-life personality, he can't pay his bills. So maybe that's why he defaulted on his income tax payments. But I'm sure he didn't do it on purpose. Like, I know Rahesh. He would never. He's just a victim of unfortunate circumstances. What to do? Thank you. Is this coming on Netflix?